We are live. It is May 16th on Wednesday night at 9 p.m. I'm super excited for our Grit Nation official call because we officially have a team name now. And I'm just so pumped about that. Like, having a team name fills everything. And I have so much stuff that I got to post in the team page that I haven't yet because I don't want to overwhelm you guys. But I'm about to make your life so much easier. Like, you're going to freak out. You're going to love it. So Emma, if y'all don't know Emma, we're going to introduce Emma tomorrow on Do Life Like a Girl Boss group because she is my assistant. She's been with me for 2 years, and she really kind of runs the show. All of the emails that y'all get, that's all Emma. She writes all of those. She puts all it together. We sit and we brainstorm and we plan things for the month ahead, like the group 30-day thing on Monday. You know, that was her idea. She is the brains behind the operation. I'm simply the spokesperson. Like, she's a genius. But she, and she might even jump on here in just a minute. I don't know. She's got 2 kids as well. But, you know, we were kind of talking about this, and because, like I said before, I was really in the flow, you know, when I walked away from coaching. I was really in the flow. Like, my team was growing. Things were going good. I was establishing my own trainings. I was doing all of these things, and it just felt really good. And sometimes I feel like God does that just to, hey, remember who I am. And it just like grabs your attention because I was spending so much time focusing on what I felt was right, but at the same time, like, striving for success, forcing it to happen, spending hours upon hours upon hours on something that just was not being as fruitful as I would imagine for as much work as I was doing. And then this opportunity came, and I feel like many of us have done different things. We don't know what to expect. We don't know all of the lingo. We don't know, you know, exactly what we're supposed to be doing every single day. We're kind of flying by the seat of our pants, from the leader up here too. Like, everybody's doing the same thing. And like the other night, I helped Tori sign her first people on, and we were trying to do a split payment, and we were like sitting there trying to figure it out. I'm like, I'm so sorry, I don't know this, but you know, I'm brand new too. But it's just embracing that we're still brand new. Until, like, for the first year, we are still so new, and there's so much to learn, but you can't use that as an excuse. We have to start doing things consistent, little things every single day to push us forward. So based on the conversations that some of us have had about our goals and where we want to be, you know, we've got to start doing the basic things. And we know the basic things. We know that we have to talk to people. We know that we have to add friends and grow our network. We know we have to add value on our page, but it looks different for all of us. Some of us are more comfortable doing voice messages. Some of us aren't. Some of us are really excited about doing birthday messages. Some of us aren't. Some of us, you know, are really good and on beat with social media, and some of us aren't. And so we've got to kind of harness what we're good at, and we have to feed off of each other to build on the things that we are not good at. That's the whole point of having a team, is so that we're growing together. And I'm trying to get into this routine. I shared with you guys, you know, what has to be done. And Emma and I sat the other day, and I said, okay, if I could give anyone instruction on what my day looks like, how would I break it down? And we just sat there and we kind of brainstormed it. And I was going to make a slide, but I just simply did not have time. And it starts with birthday messages first. So I'm really trying to pick a time because it's summer now. My girls are going to be home. I've hired a college student to come in and help me 4 hours a day with the kids. So it's going to start, my work day is going to start at 9 a.m. I'm going to start with birthday messages. I'm going to do all those first. And then I'm going to do follow-ups, at least 10 a day, because I have at least 10 people that I can follow up with on something. And you guys have people that you probably talked to about things, maybe something you were doing before. If you know, are trying to start new conversations, go back to people that you've talked to and other things that you've done and just be like, hey, how are you doing? How's life? You know, catch up with them and, you know, ask them what they're doing, ask questions, because they'll naturally ask you the same thing and be like, funny question, I just, you know, moved over to a different company. And it just naturally leads into that conversation. Add friends or followers on Instagram. You've got to be doing that every single day so that you have new people coming into your pipeline, funnel, whatever you want to call it. New people that you can write down on a list, and in a couple of weeks after kind of watching their social media, if they seem like someone you want to connect with them. Be like, hey, I love the stuff that you post. It's so funny. You know, I have a 3-year-old too. She's crazy. Is yours crazy? Or is it just me? Is it just my kid? You know, find something you can connect with. And then new conversations. This, I would say, is probably the area where I feel most uncomfortable, but this is a really good place to utilize the groups on Facebook or Instagram stories. You can type in anything that you want to, hashtag whatever, and watch stories. And you can connect with people based on things that are similar to you. And you can just be like, oh my gosh, your stories are so funny. You know, simple things. In the groups, connect to groups that make sense to what you do. You love Disneyland? Connect in the Disneyland group. Those people are crazy. You know, if it's how to clean, there's like these cleaning groups that are insane. They're so cool to be in. I don't interact because I'm just like overwhelmed, but they're really cool and they teach you how to do all these kind of things. But those are the kind of things you connect with. And then I'm really trying to get better about this. Anytime that I'm scrolling, I'm trying to make that a point to add value to someone. Like if someone's getting married or they just got engaged and you know, instead of just saying congratulations, like make a heartfelt, like congratulations. I'm so excited for you guys. The road to marriage is crazy and hectic, but it's beautiful. Just wishing so many good vibes and blessings over you, whatever. Be a blessing on other people's posts. If someone's having a hard day, you know, offer to pray for them or whatever you feel comfortable with. But be a light in someone's social media. I think that's why people come back to me a lot, because I do that, because that's the best part of my job, is like getting to see what people are doing, essentially creeping on them and being like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. That's so awesome, you know. I have a girl from Instagram who I have never met. And she just had a baby, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have so much stuff. Let me send you some baby stuff. And she was like, really? And I was like, ah. Like, I'm a real person, and I really do have kids and stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this and give it to you. Bless you. But it's just, you got to make it what you want it. If you want genuine, heartfelt, real relationships, you have to be the genuine, heartfelt person. You have to be the kind of person that people can come up to you in Walmart, and you can be like, hi, I have no idea who you are. It's so nice to meet you, because people do that all the time. And I'm like, it's so nice to meet you. They're like, oh my gosh, I love following you on Facebook. You're just like so and I'm like, hi, sorry, my child's having a meltdown, real life. But people can connect with me that way. You know, I try to be, I'm more awkward in person just because I can't control the environment around me. But, you know, try to think about, like, if you were in person and you're talking to that person face to face, would you say the things that you're saying? Or would you be like weirded out by the things that you're saying? Because we have this imposter mindset, and this is where it comes from, is because we feel like we have to put on this big facade of like, we have it all together and life is grand and I'm making all this money, and you don't have to, you know, like your claim to fame. My paycheck bought 2 tanks of gas this week, and I'm buying diesel, so that's pretty exciting, you know. Or my, you know, whatever it is. If you're not comfortable talking about money, don't talk about money. Talk about the ways that you're changing energetically, the way that, you know, you get up in the morning and you're able to look at your spouse without wanting to cut him because you're like, I don't need coffee today. I have energy. You know, those are the kind of things people connect with, and it takes that imposter mindset away, because it's like, I am really stepping into what I am doing. I'm stepping into what I feel called to do. And that all comes from your why. That comes from really understanding what it is you feel like you are called to do. For me, I feel like, and I'm getting chills talking about this, I feel like God is going to use me through nutrition and health to empower women to live their best life, to break out of these chains of this mindset of, I have to look a certain way, I have to be a certain way. They're going to break the chains, and they're going to step into something so bold and crazy that's going to grow their faith. It's going to grow them mentally and emotionally, and they're going to see physical changes that they've never seen, because not just because of products, but because they are able to break away from that mindset. And not only that, are they going to feel awesome, they're going to look awesome, they are going to see changes financially for themselves that they never imagined, because they don't have the background, they don't have the training, they don't know how to use social media. Like, that's what I want to do. I want to teach women to prosper where God has planted them in the seasons that they're in, and to break the chains of slavery that they feel like they have to, in the mindsets and all of the things. Like, that's where I feel like God has called me to. And I feel like this Isogenics business is a platform for that. But I have to look at, how can I stand out? And I want you guys to think about this too. It's not just shakes and pills and all the good things that we enjoy that give us energy and make our hair shiny and, you know, make your husband hit on you more. Like, it's not just those things. What else is it? For me, it's the sense of community. It's the sense of leadership. And I had community before. With the company I was in before, I had community. But I never had the kind of hands-on, reach to the bottom, pick you up, successes for everyone, abundant mindset kind of leadership that we have now. We are so blessed to have that. And we got to figure out how to tap into that more, because we really got to learn how to grow together. It can't just be the Katie show. It's got to be like every member of Grit Nation is rising up to do a part, because you guys each have your own talents. You're each different and good at so many things that I'm not good at, because I'm not called to those things, but you are. And so we got to figure out what everyone does and where we thrive and how we can really serve each other and step in and stand in the gap for one another. When things are hard, when we don't feel like working, when we're not seeing success, like, I think what I just am so passionate about with this business is because there's not a scarcity mindset. Jessica Rigner will be like, no, girl, you want to make $400,000 this year? We'll make $400,000 this year. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Like, there is no hidden agenda. There's nothing like that. It's simply teaching people how to use these products and to feel good in their skin, and then showing them by simply using them and teaching people what you're doing, or just even freaking talking about it. Like, you could change so much for someone else. And I think that's where I connect with it. I don't feel like an imposter, because I really do feel like I have a solution to help people. And I've said that before, I'll say it 1,000 times. I don't feel like I'm locked into one generation. I feel like I can serve women young and old. I feel like, I can serve women at all stages of motherhood. I can, all financial needs. I feel like we have the vehicle to meet those needs. And so if you're feeling like an imposter, I'm going to tell you my secret to success. Get up and have quiet time. Doesn't matter if you're reading your Bible. Doesn't matter if you're reading personal development or listening to an Audible. You have to have quiet time. And I'm not talking about like your headphones are in, your kids are running around. No, you need time to sit down and hear what's going on in your headphones and have time to process it. Because I do a lot of active listening, where like I'm doing dishes or laundry. I'm like, oh, that's a good point. But I need that solid hour in the morning to sit down and pray over what's going to happen for the day, to sit down and get my mind right, because I am a straight up crazy person if I don't. Like, I'm not fun to be around. I need my Jesus. I need my coffee. I need just peace and quiet. And I need to center myself. And I need to really, really focus on, okay, today I have these tasks to accomplish. I have to understand the kind of things like talking to people on the phone that like painters, and those are kinks in my flow hose. Those do not make me feel full of joy and those stress me out. I don't know why, but I don't like dealing with insurance people. I don't like dealing with carpenters or painters or landscapers, which I've been dealing with all day. Those put kinks in my hose. And so I have to go, okay, I have to set aside time for this, because I'm going to have to talk to these people. And I didn't take my Onyx Supreme this morning, so I took it this afternoon, and I felt much better. I'm just going to tell you, it's a game changer for someone that struggles with anxiety so bad. So that's a note that I'm going to share with everybody, because it really has made such a difference, anxiety and stress-wise and mood-wise. Holy crap. So have quiet time. Like, it doesn't matter, like I said, if you're doing a devotional or if you're just doing some personal development, reading or listening, take time to write some things down every morning. Write out, to positive affirmations. They sound so crazy and woo-woo, but they work. Today, I allow myself to attract people who are open-minded, ready for a change, big vision seekers, whatever it is that you're looking for. And that mindset shift takes place because you're saying it out loud, you're writing it down, your mind's like really engaging it. And crazy enough, those people will come find you, and you will find those people, and it'll be like, oh, get out of here. Did that really work? It really worked. And then you'll stop doing it, and then you'll be like, where are my people? What is happening? What? I don't want all these crazies. Take those back. I need my people, And I think that's it. Mindset is everything in this business, because you are working with higher priced products. And if you can make people see the vision behind what they want to see, it's why I have people fill out a questionnaire, because I want to know exactly what your goals are. I want to know how to go back and say, hey, this is what you wanted. These are the things that you wanted to see happen. I have the vehicle to make that happen. happen for you. It's all about you. I'm gonna keep doing me. It's gonna keep happening for me, but you're the one that's got to jump on this crazy train and roll with it. So, you know, and I'm gonna do some videos. I'm actually gonna stay up tonight and do a recording on how to sign people, how to do a Google form, and a couple of those things. And I'm just gonna create like a video library so you guys can see it and use it, and then you can take it and teach it to your people, because that is what we are about. Duplication. You will teach your people. Teach your people, because that's when you learn it. That's doing the voice messages with you guys and like sharing screenshots and stuff. I'm like, I really learned how to do this. Let me teach you guys. And then you teach your people, and then they teach your people. So those are some little things, but you're not an imposter. You're here for a reason. And I know you all feel that, because I know there was like this crazy divine intervention with how this all happened. Denise specifically, like things just lined up. And it was just crazy. Tiffany, you were looking for something to change. April was like, let's do it. Never tried the product, sign me up. Like, let's do it. You know, and it's just the craziest thing, because you will prosper where you are planted if you are mindful enough to go after what God's calling you to do. You've got to see it, though, and you've got to believe that even when people tell you no, even when people are like, I think you're crazy, those products are too expensive, you'd be like, okay, bye. I'll see you in 2 weeks when I message you again, you know. We're going to have follow-up systems. We're going to have things that you can share with people and be like, okay, but you're like totally missing out. I don't know what you're talking about. So you don't feel like an imposter. The last thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is doing Instagram stories, inviting to groups. So I don't know if y'all want to do every month, just give you something to work towards, having a focus like 30-day group, just using the 30-day basic package. If they get the value pack, much like awesome. But does that help y'all to have something to work towards? And then just everybody contributes to the Nutrition Made Easy group. If you find something in the testimonials page or the business page or in any of the other pages that you think someone can benefit from, I want you to copy and paste it. I want you to schedule it. You can see when I schedule things in there, I think, can y'all schedule? Can y'all see that? I may have to change all admins, but when you're an admin, you should be able to schedule things. So you can copy and paste and schedule it for whenever you want to, and schedule as much as you want to just pop up in there. And then we can all kind of see who's scheduled what when, and it just works together. And you add your people in there and you tag them in whatever it is that they want. Like tonight, I'm sitting down to look over things for like colitis and inflammation and those kind of things. So I'm going to be adding those things in there, and I'm going to just be sprinkling it in, and then I'm going to tag my people in there. So whatever it is that people have health concerns about, go into the testimonials page, look in the search bar, or go into the isogenicshealth.net or .com, type it in, see if there's an article on it, something that you can learn about and share, because that will benefit you greatly, not only just because you're learning things, but also because you can teach it to someone and be like, this is exactly what it is, this is where I found it, awesome. And the same thing goes with the team page. If you guys find something like April's been doing in the business page, I don't think I'm a part of that, or one of the other pages, and it really sticks out, feel free to post it in there. Please post it in there and tag everyone in it and be like, oh my gosh, guys, like this is awesome. Whenever you sign someone, because you're going to sign someone that wants to do this business, like you're just going to, just too good not to. Introduce them in the team page. Take a picture, put welcome on there, you know, tell us a little bit about them, and then say in the bottom, hey, comment below and tell us a little bit about yourself. What are some quirky things about you, family, pets, that kind of thing, just to give us an opportunity to introduce them. We will have a team call every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. I will also set up a schedule for you guys to have one-on-ones. In order to have a one-on-one, you have to be doing at least 2 3-way messages with me a week, because I know that you're actively engaging. And I'm going to be very specific about my time this go around, because I feel like last time I was dragging people. I don't want to drag people. You want to run? Let's run. I will be with you. I will meet with you as many times a week as you want, as long as you are working your business and moving forward. With that said, I'm going to be more accountable to what I'm doing, because I haven't been doing all the business tasks. Emma and I are working on a tracking sheet, but if you have the ISA app, you can track in there. It sends you reminders. That's a really good app. Or you can, I have some old trackers I can share where you can just write people's names down. I've been using 2 different Notebooks. So this is like everyone I talked to, this is my follow-up. Like who I talked to, who didn't sign, need to follow up again. And I make like sections for 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. And I'm gonna stick to that. And like Tiffany the other night was talking to Erica, and Erica told her, you know, talk to 5 people at least a day. She say 5 and 5, 5 product, 5 business, a day or a week?
A day.
A day. That's a good number, 5 and 5. So if you break it down, you say you only have an hour, break your things down into 5. 5 birthday messages if you have 5 birthdays to do. I kind of sift through those because I don't like to tell everybody happy birthday. I know it's rude, but there are some people that's like, happy birthday, HBD. Then add 5 friends, write their names down, you know, then send out 5 follow-up messages because you have at least 5 messages. I have at least 50 I could send right now that I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta follow up with these people. 5 new conversations, like I said, crazy groups, connect with people, or Instagram stories. I love Instagram stories. It's like a sneak peek into people's real lives sometimes. Sometimes people are a little fake in those, but you know, you watch mine, you're gonna get real life. And then 5, I would say 5 positive thoughts for the day, 5 positive affirmations, or 5 gratitude things, and you can mix them up. I love that the little planner I just bought has like a place at the beginning where it says like things that I'm excited about for the day, things that I'm grateful for, and then it has a place to put positive affirmations. I think that that's so important, and I want you to write them everywhere. Sticky notes, stick them everywhere because it's necessary. And the funniest thing is, Reese follows me around now saying, I am smart. I am time oriented. I am focused. And I'm like, yes, girl, preach it. You know, it's just so funny. But that's all I have for you. Oh, no, I was going to tell you Instagram stories. So sorry. Lost my train of thought. So Instagram stories. This is something that I will do an in-depth training on because I feel like Instagram stories, Facebook stories is the way to go. Because you're getting people, I started out with like 30 people looking at mine. I now have over 100. Those are people that you can reach out to any time of day because they are actively creeping you and being like, I see you watching me. I see you. I know you want to know what I'm doing. So that's a good way to do it. So let me see if I can show you guys. I may be able to pull. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Okay, let me see. I should be able to pull it up through my Facebook. Let's go to home. Another little thing that I have is I have my newsfeed shut down. There's like a kill newsfeed, so when I'm on my laptop, I don't see newsfeed stuff. It's awesome. Okay, so here's my story. Oh wait, you guys can't see that. Hold on. You would think this is like my first time using this. Okay. Okay, can y'all see this? Y'all can see? Okay, so this is my story. Oh, go back. How do you go back? Okay, so I do these little things where on Instagram, when you can upload a picture and you press the little marker app in the top right-hand corner, and you select your color, and then you just hold it down, and it colors your screen. And then I take some font, whatever font, and I put whatever my title is. So 30-day nutrition boot camp. We start next Monday. So I put that on there. So then I save this to my phone, and then I add on to it. So then I say what it is. We're focusing on simple nutrition. I forgot to say 30-day system. That is user-friendly. Supplements that work, support on your journey, whatever it is, like describe it. What's going to be a part of that? Benefits, weight loss, more energy, better sleep, get yo sexy back. Workouts are not included. I have to be sure to let people know that like workouts are not included anymore. That's not my jam. So then I add one of these little GIFs that like lights it up, and you can even tag your location. That's another really good thing to do. So I'm like started tagging where I'm at, or started tagging Williston, North Dakota, or Bismarck, North Dakota, whatever, and started tagging my location. Doesn't have to be your house, like just tag around the area, and then direct message me for details. and you can see I have 46 people that have seen this. You better believe I'll be reaching out to these people. But this is a great place to talk about your story, to talk about your supplements, to add in bits. I believe this is, oh, when my pants were inside out today. But just so people can see, like, this is good. I don't necessarily know that I would do that because people don't know what that is. And so then they're like, oh, well, what's the cytoactivite? What is, I would, if I was going to share it, I would share it with me using it, not just pictures of it, but like me using it, me talking about one benefit of it, something that they can gain value from. Because simply posting a picture of your shake or of one of the bars, freaking delicious, or any of the vitamins or things like that, they're not getting a whole lot of value from that. So when you talk about like cleanse day is a great day to do. You can talk about some of the good, like you get to eat chocolate on cleanse days, or whatever it is, kind of spice it up, the things that you like about cleanse day. Share about the energy. April was like, I have no energy today. And I was like, drink some more coffee. That's all I got to say. Like, drink coffee. But think about how you can add value instead of simply just sharing pictures and a short caption. Like sometimes that's necessary. But really think about, like, if I were someone that was wanting to know about this, what is something that I would want to know? Like, is it making my hair grow? Is it making me feel like sexy? Am I wearing jeans I've never worn before? Like, those are the fun kind of things that you can talk about because people are like, okay, what's she doing? Like, I want to fit in my jeans. I want my hair to be shiny. Like, why is her husband hitting on her and mine's not hitting on me? Like, what's happening here? Something like funny things that are going to get people to go, oh, okay, I want to know, That's all I have for you guys. Our meeting's about to end anyway. But do y'all have any questions? It's just us three, so we got like 10 minutes. We can have a Q&A session. Yes, no, maybe so. Can you get some unsolicited free advice, counseling? I don't know, whatever else people ask me for all the time. I'm like, guys, I'm not registered in any of those things. It's just something that I talk about. I don't have a degree. I don't have a certification. I just like to talk. And sometimes it lands on the right people. Yeah.
I think my biggest thing is I just don't feel yet like I have anything to really talk about.
Right.
When I was doing the other stuff, I, I had lost all the weight. I had done all the stuff. And now, I'm where I'm at. I haven't really made like huge, I feel a lot better. Like my anxiety is huge. Like it's a lot better from that ionic stuff.
I'm telling you, it's like magic.
If I miss a day, I know it. But anyway, I think that may be kind of where I'm stuck at is I kind of just, you were talking about, you kind of had the ball rolling on the other stuff. And now it's just like, eek, what do I talk about? Yeah.
So you could talk about some different things. Like maybe you don't have a big physical transformation, but you could talk about your anxiety. You could do a comparison of what it was like before, like after you had your twins, or what it's been like since losing your grandmother. Like you could talk about those things because that's very real and present in your life, as everything's going on. And you can talk about the shift of the mindset behind, I have to work out all the freaking time, and to just, doing workouts that benefit your body, but at the same time, like really focusing on nutrition. Being a part of a community that's like bigger thinking. That's something that just gets me, is because when I went to Philadelphia, the mindset behind these people is just like the sky is the limit. Like if you don't get a star, that's your own fault because everybody else is running for it, but they're supporting each other. And it's just crazy. It's not like this is a dog-eat-dog world, this is like, no, everybody's working together. And we want to see everybody to be successful. It's crazy. It's crazy change. But I know a lot of people share transformations from other people and talk about things. So maybe like in talking about the 30-day system, share someone else's results from the testimonials page and be like, she got these incredible results. Something that relates to you. Maybe infertility. Maybe it's, inflammation. Maybe it's brain fog. Holy crap, I've been taking the brain boost vitamins. Incredible. Maybe it is anxiety. Maybe it could be any of those things. It doesn't necessarily, and I told someone that today, it doesn't have to be bikini pictures and side by sides. Like it can be, a mental change, a spiritual change, an emotional change. Woo! Yes. It could be any of those things. So whatever your transformation is, if it's shifted in like different areas, talk about that, because Denise did an incredible job. She was like, and it wasn't like there was no picture, there was nothing. She was just like, I feel freaking amazing. Like, I've been doing this for a month. That's awesome. And had so many people engaging. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. You know, like, what are you doing? Like, that's, people want to see that. They want someone to cheer on. And if they don't, you need to delete them from your friends list.
Just move along. I don't have time for
Yeah.
you.
Bye. Hey. But just get really comfortable owning your story, whatever it is, because you're not limited to one product. You're not limited to one group of people to talk to. You know, you're not limited to anything. The only thing that limits you is you. If you want to talk to a 70-year-old about healthy aging vitamins, do it. I talked to a 65-year-old Lyft driver, and I was like, Dave, this stuff's incredible. And he straight up took my protein bar and ate it. That was like my breakfast for the day. He ate it, and he's like, yeah, that's pretty good. And I'm like, yeah, that was my breakfast. Okay. You know, but it gives you something to talk about. It gives you, Denise does a great job of this. And I only say that because I saw Denise in action at church. You know, just talking to everybody, and she's like glowing. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, you look amazing. She's like, thanks, I have so much energy. And I'm like, yes, I love it. You know, it's just, it's one of those things that you, like, people can just see the difference on your face, the energy, the excitement. And when you talk about it, you're not like, ugh. You just talk about it and you're like, I'm doing this 30-day system and I feel incredible and my anxiety's better and I don't want to choke my spouse all the time. And, you know, I'm able to make it through a morning without 10 cups of coffee, and I'm sleeping incredible at night, you know, and I wake up with energy and I don't have brain fog, like all the things, all the things. And also, I just feel really cool. Can I just say that? And can I just tell you guys something? Texas has less than 100 representatives in the entire state. We own Texas. Let me just say that. Ain't nobody does Texas like Grit Nation. All I gotta say. So don't be afraid to share. Don't be afraid to share. Don't be afraid to network with other network marketing companies. I'm not saying you have to recruit them, but just talk to them. Ask them what they're doing. Ask them what their plan is. That's been my favorite part. I've connected with some It Works people. I've connected with some Thrive people. And I'm like, what do you love about what you do? Like, what's the best part of what you get to do every day? And I do it in voice message. I'm like, I'm so excited to connect with you. I love networking with other direct sales company people. Like, you know, what is something that you love doing in your business? Like, what's your big vision? Like, you know, where do you see this taking you? And when they ask me, I'm like, hold on, let me tell you. Let me tell you what's going to happen, like, next year. Because it just opens that door. And then it naturally leads to, like, is that really possible? Can you, like, really do that? Yes. Like, I had another girl today, and I'll wrap it up after this. Another girl from my previous company that has been following me secretly, and she was like, I want to know, I just want to ask some questions about some products. And I'm like, okay. And so I got on the phone with her. Get on the phone with people. I know it's awkward at first, but it's like so natural. Or do a Zoom call or a FaceTime or something. It's so natural. It really is. But I got on the phone with her and I was like, ask me your questions. I'm open to anything. She's like, okay, so it's a lot more expensive. I said, it is a lot more expensive. I said, but let me send you the price breakdown, because the price breakdown really does show you, you know, what you're going to be spending a day. I was like, and I have been eating out of a drive-through for the last month. So I know the cost of eating out and buying groceries. I saved $150 in groceries yesterday when I went grocery shopping. That's a huge deal, because we're spending close to $350 a week in groceries up here just because everything's so expensive. And so saving that kind of money was like, heck yeah. Like, I feel like I just won the lottery. Anyway, so I was just talking to her about things, and she's like, I can really see, and I shared that message with you guys. She's like, I can really see the benefit and the cost breakdown. I'm like, yes. And I said, your vision to lose weight, I can't promise you that it's like going to be overnight success. I said, but people are doing it every single day with thyroid problems, with inflammation problems, with, you know, all these stomach issues, with infertility problems. Like, people are just, it's good nutrition. I said, and even before Isogenics, I knew that, because I had been on that nutrition journey for years. And I knew that nutrition is the key to health. It's the key to living a disease-free life. It's the key to reversing all of these type 2 diabetes, endometriosis, PCOS, like all of the things that so many of us struggle with, just because our body can't break down the stuff that we're ingesting because it's not real food. So when you can present someone with easy nutrition, it's like bingo, like game over, you know, it's simple. Um, Create that vision for people. When they tell you what they want, ask them why and keep asking them why until they reach that, like, I want to do this because I want to see my son walk down the aisle. I want to be the one that, you know, gives him away because his dad's already passed away from cancer. I had this the other day and I was like, oh, you know, like she said, I want to be the one that gives him away. I want to be there for him and I want to see him have his first kids and I want to be healthy enough to play with my grandkids. And I was like, yes, Lord, let's do it. You know, it's something that gets you excited, but it's also, they can tangibly see that. So create the vision. You're not an imposter. You are a dream maker. I love you guys. Thanks for getting on. If y'all have any questions, I'm about to upload this to YouTube so you guys can shoot me questions. But I hope y'all have a fantastic night.